Hello, this is Greg Patuk, and we are covering the second and third lines of the Xin Xin Ming, which read, "When love and hate are both absent, everything becomes clear and undisguised. Make the smallest distinction, however, and heaven and earth are set infinitely apart." Now, in the comment section from my other two videos, there are some just incredibly insightful comments, from viewers, and I really appreciate all of those. Like I said, this journey is not about me teaching or instructing or um, interpreting things that I deem correct, or more correct than people. It's all about just me sharing out the Xin Xin Ming and what it's done for me and how it's helped me in my life and how it's helped me to become free of attachment and free of suffering and anxiety, not just all the little things that I've gone through in life. And I hope that in doing this exposure of the Xin Xin Ming, that you can look at it and go inward and see how it can affect you positively and allow you to release, some of the attachments that you have and some of the factors that lead to your stress and anxiety and attachments. And I'm here to learn just as much as everyone else is. And I would definitely, if you watch these videos, read the comments that are given, because you can learn so much from other people's perspectives and their insights and how they see and interpret the lines of this poem, of this manuscript. And that's what's great about it. I'm giving my interpretation, but where everybody is in their life, it definitely means something different. And even with me, from when I first started writing the interpretations for my book to even talking now, things change. The stage of life that you're in is different. Your experiences are different. Who you now talk to or don't talk to is different. So everything changes all the time. And I have read over, this poem countless times. And when I think about the lines, every time that I read it and think about it, there's always something different. There's always a new insight. There's always something that pops into my brain and how it pertains to me in a different way. And it's just based on, the moment I'm in and of the path that I'm on. And I just use it over and over and over again. And that's why I feel like it's not really a one and done deal. I mean, you can start for the new year looking at it and then go all the way through it and then go right back to the beginning and start all over again. And it would be interesting to see how your journal entries or your thoughts change from the time of life you're in now in doing, like, let's say this second and third passage or second and third line to in, a half a year from now, and you read it over again, how it could change. So, definitely, or at least I definitely keep this manuscript in my mind. And when I seem to be, maybe just lost or I need to refocus myself, it is a great resource to go to read, to look at, to gain some reflection again and with what I'm going through and how I can release perhaps the attachments or the stresses that I'm going through in life. Now, in my last video, what I wanted to talk about was with these lines, it made me think about the difference between being in love and just being love. And I have worked hard to, get through a lot of the traumas that I've had in my life. We all have them. I really did, a great deal of inner work. Really wanted to see myself for who I truly am and to gain introspective on that. And along with that, I wanted to release the subject object or the separation of love, especially, with my kids and with my marriage. I wanted something more than just being in love with my wife. I wanted something more to being in love, a way a parent is with their children. And through this journey of mine, I've come to the realization that, especially now in our lives, that my wife and I, yes, we can say that we're in love with each other and we love each other very, very much. But I feel like we are in a state of just being love with each other. Like, we exude love. And with that, it takes away the me and the you. It takes away the subject object. It's just a way that it blurs the edges of of ourselves, and it just melts us into a one being, where when I'm close to her, when she's close to me, when we're far apart doing our own things, we're just love. And we just live in a state of love with each other. And with that love and how it radiates out, our kids are in that state of love and they feel that love. And it's not a me and you relationship that we have with each other. It's we're all in this together. We're all one, and we just live in the life of love. And it just helped me to release jealousies that I had, or controls that I had that I didn't even know that I was going through. I didn't even realize that I had some of the neuroses or neurotic tendencies that I was going through, and that I would put, let's say, my kids through or my wife through. And when I softened, and when I just allowed myself to fully trust and fully just live in the state of being love, whoever comes into that space can feel that, I hope, because it's out there. And especially with the way that our family interacts with each other, it's not just me looking at her and saying, I'm in love with her, she's in love with me. It's just, we're love, and we totally trust, and we totally have released ourselves and our identities for each other. And we just live a life of being in the moment, of just being with each other and accepting each other. And with our kiddos as well, we just accept them, for whatever is happening, and just being in the moment with them, and just being in a space of love. And it really has taken away the separation that love could bring, or other words that people use for perhaps being a state of love, or they think that they feel love, where they're perhaps maybe feeling something else, whether it be infatuation or lust, or countless other words out there where people can confuse perhaps if it's love or not. But whenever you just live in that state of love, and you be love in every moment, it totally frees you, and you can just be, and the other people can just be in your life. And it's just beautiful to witness when I step back and look at the love that surrounds us, and how we've taken those lines away from each other and just melted into ourselves, into this state. Just how wonderful it's been, and how it really has freed me and just helped me to release in the total trust of the situation and the total trust of the moment, and just being and living to my higher self and to my higher vibrational state of love. So I can surround people with that if they choose to not necessarily match that quality, but just to have themselves be open to that in their lives. And, um, you know, definitely with the distinction, like the line says, when love and hate are both absent, yes, we definitely are living in a state of love, but we can ask ourselves, does this really reflect and relate to the subject object situation of love and of hate? And if we're just truly being in our higher self, just being in that love state, then there is no room for hate. And if there is no room for hate, then the duality of love and hate are gone. And you're just being, and you're just allowing others to be, and trusting in the process of what's happening and what's being set forth in front of you, and just allowing everybody to be in their moments and to be with them in this lifetime, and just helping each other out, awakening, and just having better lives, and having less attachments and less stress, and just feeling more free and more positive and more good. So to me, that's the difference between being in love and just being love. And like I said, it really has helped me in my relationships, whether it be with my family or just with anybody in life, really. Next week, we'll be going over the next few lines of the Xin Xin Ming. I hope that you have enjoyed this so far. If you have, please like and subscribe to the channel and follow the journey that we can all be on with the Xin Xin Ming. And it's really more than the Xin Xin Ming. This is just a vehicle that I'm using to go further in my journey, and to allow others perhaps to do some introspection and reflection, and see how it can affect you in a positive way. Hope to see you next week. And just remember, every moment is truly a blessing.